We all have places we go that make us feel most alive. Sometimes it's a destination, sometimes it's a pursuit. It's difficult to define, but when we're there, we know it. Time slows down, smiles come easier, and the sense of calm is like medicine to the soul. Now we join the greatest bass fisherman of all time as he takes us back to where it all began. This is his element.
I've always had a passion for fishing, but nothing like bass fishing. Bass fishing has just been my total infatuation since I was a little kid. I caught my first bass at my grandparents' place on School Section Lake. And, you know, it was not a very big one, but gosh, it just made an impression on me. And just the way it fought and jumped and pulled, I love to catch any kind of fish, but that bass just made an impression in my mind that I still have today. Today was really special, getting to go back to School Section Lake. All the memories that I have as a kid, walking the banks there, you know, fishing all the neighbors' docks, doing whatever it did. And I fished for anything. I mean, whether it was a mudfish or bluegill or bass or crappie, you know, it didn't matter. I remember the day that we cleared the lot for my grandparents to build their house out on School Section Lake. And, you know, my grandpa had just an old aluminum boat, and it took a while for him to allow me to go out in the boat all by myself. I mean, it was a proud day when I got to actually not have to walk the bank and go out in the rowboat. When I was out at that lake, all I wanted to do was fish. My grandma had a bell that she would ring when it was lunchtime. I mean, I would get up at first light and I'd be walking the bank, and when that bell would ring, well, I knew I better get back there pretty quick, and she'd have lunch ready for me. As soon as I was done eating, right back down to the water. When I fished down in front of my grandparents' house, I had chills. You know, it brought back so many memories of so many days fishing there. And to kind of look at some of those old pictures, boy, it seems like yesterday. To go back out on that lake and catch some bass, it's just like I remembered it. You know, I remembered the pad fields the same. You know, the structure, a lot has changed. There's a whole lot more houses there now. It's grown up more, but it's still that same lake with all the vegetation, the pads, the grass. And, you know, I saw crappie, I saw bass, I caught some bass. And I don't care, I have that same passion to catch them. I mean, even a snapping turtle is not safe around me. I've been fishing professionally for bass for almost 3 decades, and I still have the same passion today as I did when I first started to win. And things have changed. You know, technology's improved, all of our equipment's better, electronics are better, we've got, you know, YouTube videos and social media, and these young guys, they're really good, and they're coming, and you know, they're coming for me. And the thing that motivates me to be better is knowing that I've got a bullseye on my back. And it drives me, you know, it pushes me to get up earlier, to make sure I'm out on the water at first light, and I'm out there till sunset, practicing, working hard to try to be my best. You know, I love to fish. I don't ever have to work or think twice when that alarm goes off at 4:30 in the morning, whether I want to get up and go. I'm going to be there. I absolutely have a passion for it. I live it, I breathe it, and I'll die that same way. This is what I do.
Although they are often very different, each of us shares our own unique connection with the outdoors. A passion that drives us, defines us, a passion that centers us. It's where we are most at home. It's where we are in our element.